Tree number 4 is so super easy, you're gonna be shocked. Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Sorry I've been MIA. I thought I could get it all done, guys. I really did, but I have not been able to do that. So after a short delay, a short intermission, we are back with tree number 4. More Christmas paper, more trees, more fun. If you need any of the items I'm going to use tonight, you can go right there. And you can find a link to my Creative Memories website if you're not already loved by another advisor. You can also find information on workshops and retreats. Some have Zoom options. I also have a link to my Forever affiliation if you need a good place to store your photos forever or get your old videos digitized. That's a great place. I also have a stamp and storage affiliation if you just have to have a stamp punch carousel, which I love so much. I have 4 of them and I'm about to buy a 5th probably. I also have a link to my Amazon must-have list and information on joining my team. It is super simple to join and no requirements to purchase anything ever again. So it's $49. You get $50 to spend however you like and 10% commission right off the bat. And that's as far as your obligation goes. If you want to build a big business like me, you can get up to 40% commission. It is all up to you. You can just save a little money on stuff you're already buying. You can sell to a few friends around the kitchen table, friends and family, or you can build a big business like I have. It's all up to you, and there is no pressure to do anything. We are going to Dominican next year, and I want to go. And I want you to go with me. So let me know if any of that interests you. And you can actually go to this website, click Join the Sisterhood, read all the reasons you should be a Creative Memories advisor, and then click Let's Chat, and we can talk about what this might mean for you. Okay, tree number 4, let's go. All right, let's start with the basics. We need a trunk. And this is kind of a Grinch tree, so I'm going to make a funky trunk, like a, I don't know. Just fussy cutted that out. No big deal. Then you're going to need your trimmer. And we are going to cut a 3 by, I don't know yet, a 3-inch. Let's just cut it at the 3. And then, I don't know, how big do we want our tree? 3 by 5? 3 by 5.5. Okay, then you're going to take a pencil or some sort of implement, and you're going to line this up on your cutting mat, or this mat would work too. We're going to mark it at 2.5 inches. So this mat is backwards, but no, not 2.5. Sorry, it's a 3-inch piece of paper, so we're going to mark it at 1.5 inches. You could also just fold it, but you know, if you're kind of anal or want it to be exact, that's what you do. So you're going to line that mark up on your cutting line, which is the closest dash line to Creative Memories, as long as you can read Creative Memories. And you're going to put the corner down here. And we're going to cut. And save these because these make great trees. And then we're going to do the opposite corner. Just keep that mark we made still on the cut line, but the opposite corner now. And cut there. All right, we have a triangle. I'm sure this triangle has a name. I don't know what it is. I'm not that good. Now you're going to take your micro tip scissors. And we are not going to be very fussy about this, but we are going to cut lines probably almost all the way to the edge. And they can be as wide or as skinny as you want. And this is about, I would say about 1/4 inch from the edge. But just don't cut all the way through. And I'm trying to keep them kind of even, but it's not a science, an exact science. We're just fussy cutting a fun little tree with these lovely micro tips. If you don't have the micro tips, they are great. Everybody needs a set, especially for fussy cutting. And when you get up here at the top, you want to be a little more careful that we don't cut all the way through, because that would stink. But you want to cut all the way up, okay? So now you have all these little fringy lines, right? Okay, set that aside. I'm going to play with our new border tools. I have this, actually I need to cut this off first. Here's our trunk. I'm going to put it with the tree. I'm going to cut the edge of this off first because you see it's not straight. So I'm just going to cut off the edge. It's just scraps that I was using. But then what I want to do is get our new cutting tool. And I think I actually want this one, because it kind of reminds me a little. Or do I want this one? I think this one kind of reminds me of this shape a little. It's a little different. Just pick the one you like. I'm feeling this one. Okay? And I'm just going to line my paper up. Again, it scraps, so mine is not a big deal. And we're going to cut, actually, if we line our paper up over here, I'm going to line my, my ruler up. These are now available to customers, by the way, so go get you some. I'm going to line the edge of my ruler up, this right here, this edge on the 4.5. And I'm going to get my red blade out, and I'm going to cut. Okay, love it. Love it, love it. Okay, now I want a little bit of gold. I love this gold shimmer paper. I love it. Let's see, what do I want to do here? I'm just going to make the shape on this. I'm not even going to measure it this time, because I just need the shape. So I'm going to make sure I have a good, inch or ½ inch underneath there that I can use, because I'm just going to mat it. I'm going to use the same blade. Lovely. And then before I get rid of the gold, I think I want to mat this. But I think this is a little big for me. In fact, I think I already cut it a little bit. I love cutting the mats with this. I need to make sure this is straight. I'm just going to cut it as small as it'll go here. So it looks like 5.5 by 3.5 is good. And you could save these pieces if you wanted. It's just good paper that matches. And then I'm going to tape this onto here. Let's see if it'll work on, no. Just kind of like there. I'm going to cut that out first with this. And then I'll fix it, make it look nice. Over here, we're going to do a 4-ish. Actually, we're not going to do a 4. We're going to do a, I don't know. I don't know what size it is. I'm just doing it till I like it. Love it. And I'm wondering if I want just one more piece of gold on here. Because I really like the gold. So I'm just going to trim this off. And I'm going to save it. You never know. We might need it during our tree special. And I'm just going to cut this off. This is 2 3/4. doesn't have to be exact. And lastly, I'm going to take these tags from the Days of December kit, which has really helped me get a lot of pages done, by the way. I'm just kind of eyeballing these tags, but I feel like that needs to get trimmed off a little more. Yeah, it was fun to play with these. Have more paper to play with, for sure. And the little corners. And then I'm gonna get my hole punch out. Okay. I love our hole punch. If you haven't tried it, I'm not kidding, way better than one you would buy at the regular office supply store. It goes through our cardstock so like butter. Like butter. And it's comfy. This nice blue grip on here is comfy as well also. Okay, I think we're ready to start putting this together. So the first thing I want to do is put these together. Oh, it's so pretty. So let's get some tape. Should have used my silicone mat. That's gorgeous. Now I got sticky on my mat, which I don't like. This is gonna go horizontal. I don't know. I'm lining it up at the 1.5 inches. This is gonna line the right side of our page. Okay, our tags, I'm gonna go like this, so-ish. Actually, we better do our tree first. Okay, our little funky Grinch trunk. I'll just put him right there-ish, I think. And I'm gonna tape the back of every little piece on the open end. As carefully as you can. And then I'm going to try and get a little bit on the closed end. I think that's pretty good. And we're just going to start curving. And paper doesn't curve well, so you're going to have to make it. But it will go. Oops. Oh, I love it. Oh, I forgot one thing I wanted. We'll get to it. It kind of reminds me of a Grinch tree, doesn't it? I feel like that's too much. Too much curve right here at the top. I like it. So cute. Okay, I do have the piece by piece mini trio punch set. I think it's on sale still. So go get it. It makes a great star for trees. I'm going to use this over here. Great star for trees. Perfect. All right. Now we're going to try and get this mat under the tree so that there's room for this mat. Right there. And then this is our title. Right there, and then I have a little bit of string. We'll just stick it under there and tie it up. So I don't think our 12 days of Christmas trees are all going to be in a row, in case you didn't notice. But we still are, I still have plans to do all 12 trees. I think last year I did 1 through 12 on day 1 through 12. Just didn't get it done this year. I have given myself some grace to relax and enjoy my granddaughter and my family, and that is what's been happening. Took a little vacay to Las Vegas with some good friends, and now we're back. Now, I don't think I need anything else. I think it says it all, honestly. I kind of don't like that my trunk's showing through. I guess maybe I could cover it with this bow. And we could put stars on our tree. I have so many stars. Let's put a few on here. And how about some stars on our little title block? Yes. Yes'm. Okay, I think that's probably good enough for that one. What do you think? All right, I hope you liked that. Tree number 4. Be watching for the next one. I hope it'll be tomorrow. I'm going to start working on it right now. Thanks for watching, liking, following, subscribing. Don't forget to go here if you need more fun. Lots to look at on there. I didn't mention earlier, there's no longer available items and advisor exclusives. So go check it out. Would love to have your support over there as well. And I will see you next time.